Hey, everybody. Hey now, going studio mode here. Yes, the weekend is on us. Thank you, Mr. Scott's Wrestling Collection. It is very elaborate. It was made on an iPhone, but not mine. So, I'm trying to give Jay Real a run for his money. And then that was the Falco guy from Dark Force Entertainment. Yeah. I'm a Hollywood blonde. I got the TV belt. Or is it the U.S. Championship? I think he had the TV belt a lot, but I can't remember. It's been so long. Also, that the Peacock thing with WWE kind of sucks. But, you know, what are you going to do? Especially now that I got to watch commercials. For $5 a month, I guess I'll watch commercials. So, I've been watching today. I watched some Cat 3 movies, if you're unaware of what those are. Reg? That was their movies, Hong Kong movies made in like the 90s. And they categorized them, they were category 3, which was kind of like between rated R and X. But more rated R stuff, crazy stuff. Yeah, I thought he was TV champ. But and then most Cat 3 movies are completely insane movies. There's like 5 of them, I think, or at least 4 to 5, called Rape Man, and it's basically a guy going around raping women. So I mean, it's insane. But I watched. What was the first one I watched? Shit. Oh, yeah. It's called Peeping Tom. And, or The Peeping Tom. He was going around raping women and also cutting their legs off. And I guess he liked legs. And it's craziness. There's also lots of nudity, of course, and simulated sex. But he got infatuated with a policewoman and kidnapped her and her sister. I mean, her mother's a blind lady in a nursing home. He goes it's just insanity. I don't even want to give it away. And then the last one I watch is kind of a well-known one called The Untold Story or something like that, with Anthony Wong. And it was pretty. I have heard about it forever, but I'd never watched it until today, and it was pretty insane, especially the tone of the film. You got the guy, Anthony Wong, kills this guy and takes over his restaurant, and the cops are like played for laughs and stuff, and at the very end of the film, we get this super disturbing, over-the-top killing of an entire family. But then they still have the goofy cops. It's just crazy, crazy stuff. But I would definitely recommend them. You'll never get bored. I don't know if your woman's with you and you playing these, you may not. She may kick you out because it's how crazy and violent they are, especially towards women. There's one called Ebola Syndrome, which is really good. I was going to stream it on the Vaughn Live one of these days. As in good, I mean crazy. So, also wanted to mention, I think Darren, your cohort in Talking Stock, Barry, messaged me on Facebook and we became Facebook friends. So I definitely want to suggest anybody hearing this at any point, go check out the Talking Stock channel on YouTube. It's fun. I was listening to the Blood and Black Lace episode. Last house on Left Cops. I don't know. In that movie, Untold Story, the cop, the main, like the head guy of the police or the police unit here, he keeps on bringing in prostitutes as his dates, and then the other cops hit on her, and then like all three of them show up wanting him again and stuff. It's just funny. Also, you can check out my lovely wife's podcast or streams. I think it's called Dana Benningfield is the channel on YouTube. She wanted to do something to kind of get her mind off things with our dog passing away. So she was doing that. Hopefully, I told her, the best thing to do is to schedule it and give it a couple days notice. That way people... I didn't know if I was going to do one tonight because I'm lazy. I was supposed to get blood work done, but I went to the place and they were closed. And I took my third testosterone shot today, and man, it hurt like hell. But I don't know if I'm feeling any effects of it at all. But, I'm just taking them once every 2 weeks. So it's like maybe a little spike, and then it just keeps going down. And by the end of the week or so, I think it's all gone out of my system. But I don't know. I guess I'm going to go Friday because I'm working 4 10-hour days this week. So I'll go Friday and get the old blood work done. So, let's see here. Oh, I did want to, I posted a couple things about a couple sales. One thing I wanted to probably go over. Whoop! And I'm not sure if I'll play this. Let me see. Lizards. Boom.
Terror. Biting.
So I'm playing a trailer for Schizoid, or a lizard in woman's skin. I think I get the wording. I watched this last night because I wanted to watch something with the new lights around the television that supposedly emulate the colors on the screen. And I was super surprised that the Mondo Macabre Blu-ray looked incredible. Now, I guess it's getting upscaled at some point because we have a 4K player. But, man, it looked good. And, but I found a lot more stuff about it. I guess I ain't paid attention, or I forget a lot of stuff. But a lot of the, you basically know who did it at the beginning of the film. Or, near the beginning. It's just kind of strange. But, and I got the red case. Because, back then I would buy, hey, it's a red case. It's limited to like 999 copies or whatever the hell it was. I got 124. And you get a booklet with it, which is neat. But, versus the cost, usually these things are around... I don't know. The last ones, the Paul Naschy ones, were like $18 on Amazon versus, was it? I can't remember if it was $25 or $30 plus shipping. But I would Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on How the Beast, the Paul Naschy film. I think it's going to come out in May or June, late June or something, on Amazon. So I'll get it from Amazon. I already pre-ordered it, but anyway, if you haven't seen this film, it's a Fulci film, and it's very compared to the later work of like his Beyond and City of the Living Dead and stuff. This is a lot more. I don't want to say competent, but I mean a lot more less craziness as far as like people appearing and other stuff. And the colors and everything is just beautiful on this version from Mondo Macabre. So if you haven't got it, I would suggest if you want to see it, that would be the way to go, unless there's some other country release. And then I guess we can switch over to the Serverin announcements. Which this one is probably the top one. Which I found out Michael Felcher kind of put it together or something. He did a lot of stuff with it. Skinned Alive. I thought that this might have been like a Fangoria thing. Or maybe the release.
Like all films, there is the tree, the trunk that has to stabilize it.
And it is kind of goofy and crazy, but apparently we didn't get the full version.
I'm running through these people, and people are screaming. And
I don't remember
know what to
that.
do, so I start saying, like, coming through, naked man, sorry. I'm just trying to be like,
that
this
guy
is
from
fun.
Clerks?
Nobody think that I'm a pervert.
Yeah. You got to get the Captain Sensible. Hell yeah. Warwick Davis throwing plates. And then this version, Naked Massacre, which they call it something else. Born from Hell. I've seen this, and this has been on YouTube. It's been on all kinds of different releases. It's basically like an Italian rip on
There's no reason to be frightened.
what is Richard
Born
Speck,
for Hell.
where he goes
This
and kills
is
some
3
nurses.
years before the Manson murders. America, I believe, at the time was still relatively unaware of.
I can't remember really thinking this is a really good movie. I mean, definitely looking at this.
But for the fact he committed these murders all in
that
one
guy.
night.
Richard Speck is sought tonight
But
for the murder of those 8
of course, the
student
quality
nurses
of
in
it is
Chicago.
It
looking
freaked
great.
me out because I'd always been
Yeah, it's very
obsessed
trippy,
with
Darren,
serial
and it is
killers.
underrated.
Yeah, there's a lot of murder.
The
in
music's
city of
awesome, of
Chicago.
course.
It's not uncommon, certainly, but not like that.
This one right here, I'm not really. Like I say,
He said it might be interesting.
whatever the fuck
to
it's
play
called,
that.
Born in Hell, or whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
Look at the other side of the mirror.
So I guess there's another version. Maybe we got the cut version. What is this
Get out of my
Canadian
house
crap?
now.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Siege.
put a hole in your head just big enough for your tiny brain to drop.
So that one I don't know about. So maybe check it out at some point. But not really into it. I mean, obviously the first one is the one that I'm excited for. The Skin Deep. That's what it is. Not Skinned Alive, but Skin Deep. So Severin's hitting some crazy stuff. Boom. So let's check out a few things here if I can get it. Oh, okay, that ain't working. So let's cut that. Boom. Alright, let's try it again. Windows capture. And nothing. Alright. Let me do this real quick. Sorry. I don't know why that this doesn't respond the way it should. But I guess what you get when you get free stuff. It does not work. Well. So, let me go back. Boom. Okay, come on. Thank you. Let's try here. There we go. Boom. Boop. So boop, boop. There. So we get off Serverin. Of course, Strike Commando and Strike Commando 2. It's pretty good, the first one. I can't recommend the other one yet. Now this one has gone down to about $105 on Amazon as well. I mean, if you got Prime, at least you get free shipping. So this one is crazy. $44. I don't know. I know I've spent more than that on movies, but anyway. So we can look at the Blue Underground on MVD, their sales, which, spoiler, not a great sale. I mean, of course, some of these newer ones. New York Ripper, it's a little bit more on Amazon for $30. Oh, that's the Blu-ray. Well, that's stupid. Forget that. You can get the Daughters of Darkness restored 4K on DVD for $10. Now this is I guess a decent deal for this, and also $25, I guess. These movies I hear, definitely Daughters of Darkness, I did not connect with at all. So, let me bring this back up here. Sorry. Yeah, porno feel. I don't recall. I watched it, but I can't recall much about it. But Daughters of Darkness, to me, I watched it when Joe Bob had his marathon the first time, and I never watched it all the way through. I have the old Blue Underground or something DVD of it, and I just was not that enthralled with it. Now, I heard it was a really good 4K, so, I mean, if you're fans of it, that's obviously... But, I'm just not sure about these two, even though I bought the latest Blu-ray of this, which, obviously, looks amazing. And I'm just thinking, does that really need me more to buy more? Of course, Dana got the zombie one, that looks really good on 4K, but, I got the 4K, I got the previous Blu-ray that was remastered in 4K, and I was like, I'm good. And of course, Cecilia, which Wes got me to review. The only thing good about that is it's got a documentary on it. I think it's a feature-length documentary on Jess Franco, but I hadn't watched it. It is not the best film. Let's just be honest about that. I mean, some of these are decent if you're into that, like Eugenia, Her Journey into Perversion. And these are just stupidness. I'm very surprised that they didn't, since they released this new Blu-ray of Two Evil Eyes, that the 4K hadn't come out yet. Circle of Iron is a great film, but you can get it on Blu-ray. Bruce Lee kind of wrote it, and he was going to star in it. It was one of his projects that he never got to. And so they got this muscle-bound guy, something Cooper. David Carradine's in it. Roddy McDowell. Eli Walsh. I can't remember. What did they just show his name? You big dummy. Oh, they got a script. James Colburn helped. But I mean, it's a really good movie. But it's more about philosophy than fighting. But David Carradine's in it, and he plays like multiple characters in it. So I would definitely, if you're into that, and maybe you ran out of, that was interesting. Yeah, Darren, that's definitely there's you have to sell them to get the new ones and make a little profit to spend on more the same movies again. But Circle Iron's good. I don't get the DVD, obviously. Some more opera. I got the old Anchor Bay 3 set, and I got it signed by Carolina, who's in the film. Of course, you want some porn stars. Here's I got the triple feature of the Mondo Kane films. I don't know. Well, was it a double feature? I don't know. I have to look, but that's a pretty good set. But of course, DVD. I don't know, about $19. That's we're talking about DVDs. I'm not. So this is. I think I got that. That's where in the hell is it? That's not it. Some of these are pretty cool. Cannibal Man, which is a crazy film. I don't know. I think it was based on something. I never saw. I think maybe that's one of those cannibal films, Italian films. Yeah, it's in the forest. Cannibal Man is interesting. There has been some kind of HD release of it because I have a file. One thing that caught my eye was this. If you're into spaghetti westerns, the real one here, it might be out on Blu-ray, but Four for the Apocalypse is another Fulci film that does not get hardly any talk about it. It is really good. What's his face is in it? You got Fabio Testi. And Thomas Milan, and then that little guy, where the fuck is he? That Pollock guy, I can't remember his name. But he's a goofy guy. He was in House of a Thousand Corpses at the beginning. Little wick prick or whatever the fuck. But anyway, it's a really good film. Trust me, it's the most film the film that Fulci kind of put. It seems like it's got like some heart in it, which is very strange to watch. And Darren was saying, I don't really care for Two Evil Eyes. I don't either. Didn't care for either story. Definitely the better of the two, at least in my opinion, is the Argento one. Just because of the visuals and, the special effects and some stuff like that. But, I could take it or leave it. It's definitely not that great. But let me see here. I mean, obviously we're getting to a bunch of dumb shit. DVD still outsells. Now I don't know if this is just the country. I can't look at the charts. Is it just America? But man, people buy the shit out of DVDs. I mean, like crazy. Instead of Blu-rays, which blows my mind. And of course 4Ks are really like sometimes 6 or 7%. And I would think DVDs are more than half, if not more, like 60%, which is insane. Stage Fright, no, you definitely don't want a DVD of that, but Blu-ray would be awesome. This is the old style DVD that was like the DVD from Anchor Bay. Delirium, which nobody talks about, which it's got two versions, the Italian version and the American version, which I would love to finally watch the Italian version because it's slightly different, from my understanding, and it's a very crazy film as far as another one about killing women. Which is Mickey Harite, who was Jane Manfield's husband, and that the lady on SVU's father. Yeah. DVDs are selling all over the world. Even people in like Africa somewhere, they got like solar power or some kind of bicycle powering a DVD player. Anguish, that I don't think has come out on Blu-ray. It's one of those films where you don't want to give anything away because of how the twists and turns are in this film. But it is a very, very good film. If you go in blind, it's like, whoa. And then after you watch it, you read some stories about it. It's pretty interesting. I would definitely recommend this. Bear Behind Bars, I was going to show that on our Mondo Cult Von Live, but unfortunately it's got way too much porn, which I showed some porn on Von Live accidentally. Dude for Satan had a little porn in it. So I covered it up the best I could. Salon Kitty is a crazy film from Tito Brass. As you can see, there's butts in it, and there's some boobies, and it's like a Nazi going to a brothel and stuff. I can't remember much about it other than that. I got 99 women, and a bitch ain't one of them, or whatever the hell it's called. But I can't remember. I think it's got porn in it too. Yeah, Ruba Zeldestein, or is it something? Zelda Rubenstein? Something like that. She's a little woman. Short Night of Glass Dolls. I got that on that original DVD set, the Jello box set or something way back. And I don't know. Some of it I like, but I don't know. It's something about it. The story itself, not to give anything away. It's just something about the predicament of the main character. It just, I don't know. And there's the four of the Apocalypse. Michael J. Pollard, yeah, that's the one. And it's just beautiful snow. All kinds of, it's Thomas Milland is kind of he's pretty brutal in this film, but it's like was it Fabio Testi, this chick, Michael J. Pollard, and Thomas Milland. And then, I agree that it is one of his best films. Of course, depending on your taste. Give it a rewatch. I actually rewatched it not very long ago, and I appreciate everything about it. It's just that some things grab you more than others. And sometimes you want to watch. I got a movie I'm watching. I was going to watch today, but I forgot all about it until now. I'm just looking. It's with Clarence Kinski, and I think he's the good guy in this spaghetti western called and God Told Cain or something like that. I heard some people talk about it on another show, and I want to check it out. We're not getting to anything. I should have left this alone. I'm going to change this back to featured and see if we get any better deals. So you're getting some of I guess you can get that DVD cover with the worms coming out of the guys. I think that was the most one. I think I got the one with the splinter coming in the person's eyes. Well, that's a problem for me, Darren, about concentration. It's hard for me. Last night I was going in and out of consciousness while watching Lizard in Woman's Skin, and I was like, and it's like a shock when you wake up. But anyway, Salon Kitty, man, it depends on how much exploitation you're into exploitation. Vampires is that's a decent price for that, I guess. And so's Toolbox Murders, which is a lot less brutal than it's made out to be, but it's still got some stuff in it. a lot of these things are, multiple companies have released them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not much into the WWE right now, I can tell you that. I haven't been in it's been years. I've watched it here and there. I watch more NXT and NXT UK. NXT UK, I like the Progress Wrestling, and most of everybody who was on there is in NXT UK, and then also one of the guys who ran it or is writing it, Jim Smallman, is there, so I'm more of that. And all the shows they're putting on there with Progress now, I mean, I haven't watched them completely, but it just doesn't feel, because they're just doing it in a place where nobody's got it. Yeah, Toolbox Murders, $10 for the Blu-ray is definitely a good deal. Speaking of not a good deal, no. That's not a good deal. $40? Are you insane? I think the 4K is cheaper than that. And you got some other good deals. Baba Yaba, which I think Shameless has a better version of it, possibly uncut or something. I don't know. Night Train Murders is like a rip-off of Last House on the Left, and it was actually called New House on the Left or something. But I watched it recently, and it's still brutal. But, if you watch it in the right mindset, it's not over the top. It's kind of less brutal. This one, I think, is a strange film. It's got a lot of homosexual undertones, which is kind of hard to believe for an Italian spaghetti western, but it's true. That's not a bad deal. $15 for those two on Blu-ray. Stage Fright, of course, that's definitely one to. If you haven't got that, I would check that out. Going Under. Shockwaves, I want to like more, but it's definitely good. But I just and then you got these crazy films, the Bronx Warriors, or I forgot what they call it. The trilogy. I think it's just the Bronx trilogy or something. I'm not sure. New Barbarians is one that's really crazy, and I like it, but the other two are really good as well. So, I think there was a box set. I'm not sure it was in the States, though. I remember getting this on DVD, just Circus of Fear, and the stupid thing wouldn't play in any of my DVD players. The only thing would play is in my original Xbox, which was baffling. It's an okay film. The Five Golden Dragons? I do not know. And then these, I think Wesley gave me a review copy of one of the two double features or a double feature of Fu Manchu movies with Christopher Lee, and I think they're both made by Jess Franco, which is not a good thing. He made other films as Fu Manchu with other directors, which seemed a little bit better than that, but you got some the Synthol Syndrome, which is you would think that they might, since they've did an upgrade on it, they may have considered it for a 4K. Amsterdam, I need to watch again because I see stuff about it and it's like, man, I don't remember it being that good, so I need to check it out. Any kind of Nazi love camp shit, exploitation, is pretty good. Death Dream is okay. I'm not a big Death Dream. Emmanuel, always with Emmanuel. Mondo Cane, which is I forgot what they called those. Let me go back. Now we got some more here. I guess, yeah, Mondo movies, basically. They're the first documentaries, and they're like made in the early 60s on. Let's go. This one is really disturbing as far as race is concerned. Goodbye, Uncle Tom. I mean, it's just insanity. There's one scene where there's a baby in a trough, and I can't remember what precursor was to that, but it's very strange. And all these right here are pretty much those Mondo movies, which are kind of documentaries, but sometimes they'll show animal violence, and sometimes they'll show human violence and gore, and kind of masqueraded as some kind of educational film. Fight for Your Life is a crazy. Speaking of race, that's definitely a race movie. If you hadn't seen it, it's basically a white guy. I don't know if he's escaped from a jail or something, but him and his buddies it's like, they break into a black family's house and hold them hostage, and kind of escalates. I've only seen the DVD. Don't know if it's out on Blu-ray. Some more spaghetti westerns, and then you got Contraband, which is really good, pretty good as far as I can remember. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Shape of Things to Come is kind of a goofy Canadian science fiction movie with Jack Palance. And The Final Countdown, which is supposedly coming out on 4K, I think. Yeah, I mean it's Death Dream, I got it when it came out because, of course, I was buying everything, and it's not disappointing. It's just very sublime or something. I don't know if I know the words for it. Street Law is good. There was a 3D version of The Final Countdown, but I haven't seen that. I mean, they used to show it on TV a lot. Now here we're getting to some good stuff. Of course, they're DVDs. Ghost Galleon, which I know a lot of people don't like from the Blind Dead. I liked it. And then Return of the Evil Dead, which is Return of the Blind Dead, which is also, I think that's like a really strong, almost better than the original, but because it's basically like Night of the Living Dead or something with these Templar zombie nights. And that's the DVD I got, of course, of that. 7 Deaths in a Cat's Eye is a good giallo. Of course, it's out on Blu-ray, so definitely wouldn't get that. I'm not spicy giallo. Wouldn't it be Spanish if it's spicy? Ooh, it's got Dagmar in it. I think I got this. I'm not sure if I liked it or not. I'll have to rewatch it. Killer Nun, which is a pretty good one as well. And it's out on Blu-ray. I got it on sale from someplace for like, Manhattan Baby, which is not too good. It's got some great music in it. Macabre with from Roberto Bava. It's just kind of a crazy, I don't even know what to say. I think it takes place in New Orleans. And it's just a weird, you don't want to go in the refrigerator at this lady's house. And I'm just skipping over some. Just looking. That's a wild one too. It's probably got a little bit of porn inserted in special areas. Bloody Iris with the beautiful Edwene. That was my first vision of Edwene. Edward Fidget. We got any pictures? Nope. Yeah, I love it. Edwene Finnick of Strip Nude for Your Killer and Hostel Part 2. So make sure everybody knows that she was in that. And there's the Short Night of the Glass Dolls. Yeah, and I like there was something if you haven't looked at, there's another podcast that's called like Bloody Pit of Horror, and they do the Paul Nachi cast and Beyond Nachi, and they talked about it, and definitely the Italian version, or not, yeah, I'm sorry, the Spanish version of that, it's got a lot of different relationships. Like these two girls are lesbians in the Spanish version, lesbian lovers, and in the other version they're just roommates and friends. In the American version, or the dubbed, yes, Black Belly of the Tarantula. Barbara Boucher gave me a picture from there, or at least I got a picture from that where she's wearing that little black thing, and she signed it, and she used the infamous silver Sharpie that does not dry very quickly, and I got all messed up, so I had to go get something else signed. Inferno, and I really don't think that this sale is that great. And they still got the Arrow sale, and I was looking on there. I think they sold out of a few things. So I was like, damn, I guess I'm getting that, which I wasn't going to spend $50. Even though I think it was a deal, but I just don't want to spend $50 on it. $50 at this point. Okay, now we're getting into some more things. Again, I don't know. I think this is better than the Amazon's deal, so let's take a look. Let's see, what is it? New York Ripper 4K. So 33. Yes, Pithead Productions produced the new intro. It was we got our tech guys on there to make it for us. So you're versing $34. But you're gonna have to pay shipping on this, and I'm guessing it's gonna be more than $5. So by that, you might save $1 or $2. You motherfucker! I ain't wearing no goddamn hat. Ugh. There, asshole! I'm wearing a hat for a few minutes. I'm not Master Chaos, whatever the hell that guy's name is. Have you seen him on the YouTubes? But maybe you haven't. Okay, $5. But when are you gonna get the freaking movie? Probably a long time. Yeah, I don't live the gimmick. Let me bring this stupid shit up again. I'll put it on for a few minutes because my head gets hot. I'm a hothead. Larry, you can get that. New York Ripper. So we could look here real quick. So, Brace, but the thing about Amazon is, if this thing is in stock, you're going to get it. Yeah, that's weird because it's not the next day as they've been doing. Yeah. I mean, at least it's went down. It's not $50 like it was, which is insane. I don't know. I mean, I'm waiting. I don't know if I really need to upgrade. Like I say, the new Blu-ray looked great, and then also it gets upscaled, so it's hard to say. Like I was watching that the Fulci film last night, and it looked amazing. I mean, I was just sitting there looking at the what's her name, Funka Bonkin. I was looking at her face, and it's like, man, you could see the pores and shit. I was like, I don't know if a 4K would be really that much better. And it looks like that the Suspiria really hasn't dropped that much on 4K price-wise. I wasn't that impressed with the 4K of Maniac, but, I hadn't seen it in a while. And of course, the what was it? Arrow put out. Let's take a look at Arrow. Somehow they're releasing another version of Bird with Crystal Plumage, but it's the Italian version. Yeah, Funka Bunkin'. And I can't spell all that. So you got two versions. And of course, I mean, I'll be honest. I have this poster of this image here. Felcher sold it, but it's an oversized poster. It looks great. So I'm happy. I don't know if it's got the Italian writing on it. I have to take a look at it, but I'm pretty cool with this. And you know, maybe I'll get that tattooed on my arm. Like the bird. It looked like a chicken or a turkey or something. I'd be very surprised if Cat of Nine Tails gets a 4K. Not that it's bad, but it's compared to the Bird, it's not great. That's the first Giallo I ever saw because they played it on television, but they cut it down to like less than 90 minutes. It was in a 90-minute slot with commercials. So I mean, obviously, it's probably 75 minutes maybe at the most. So they cut the shit out of that, and I liked it, even though it was very dirty looking as far as the film quality, but. You know, definitely ain't Deep Red, and Deep Red is the next one that should get a 4K. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves, okay, guys? I don't know if I can be any more honest with you. Let's go back to full cam so everybody get a damn good look at the hat. Coming to a convention near you. I'll have some 8x9s or 8x10s or whatever ready for the table for signing. No, I ain't buying no captain's hat no more. It's all extra dark in here. The room's still a mess, which with all our stuff, but the lights look better. It's been raining like hell up here in here. Let me bring this chat out again. Boom. Is any new releases or anybody that anybody excited for? I know I saw something recent. I'll have to look at it again. There was some that was announced. Well, as far as I mean, we'd probably go to one of the Horror Hounds because Dana bought some tickets like a year ago and we never got to use them, so they're still good. So either the one in Indianapolis or possibly in Cincinnati. And you know, if the whatchamacallit comes, the Fright Night Film Fest, I'll probably go to that.
I want to go to Scarefest.
And maybe Scarefest.
Michael Berryman's going to be there.
Michael Berryman's going to be there. Dana wants to meet him. I was taking a look on the old Facebook because I thought I saw some new release that was coming out. Dawn of the Disc. Let me take a look here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I actually, of course, I have a copy of that. You know, not a great looking copy. It's not what I thought it was going to be, so I'm kind of like, I'm not sure. I haven't watched it all, so that's one of the things where if I watch it really late at night, I pass out. So let me check here real quick. Let's go back to Firefox. Oh, sorry, Firefox. Let me Let me fix this. This is on Facebook on Dawn of the Disc, which they release. They talk about a lot of cool stuff. You get some insight or get some notice. I'm a big fan. I got this on DVD of the Chariots of the Gods. It's basically the full thing of. It's the very genesis of Ancient Aliens. Evil Dead Trap is a decent film. I got that on VHS, rented it from our crazy store that we used to have in Louisville called Wild and Woolly. And yeah, I liked it. It's pretty good. And it actually, I think I might have an HD copy of that. So, I mean, it's kind of strange. And then I think, that's coming out on Blu-ray for sure. I think that's one of the ones I looked here. Jess Franco's Angel of Death, which it's from the original camera negative. I want the camera positive. The inner positive is the best. Maniac Cop, that's a very, especially with, Bill Lustig. You would think that Blue Underground put that out on 4K. I don't know if I've ever seen, I thought I've seen this. Angel of Death. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, there you go. Unearthed Films is, and it's crazy, but they made more. I think I've seen the second one. I don't know, but that would be a decent pickup. Let me see what the hell is this. MVD is selling it for $30 right now, but I would wait. It's not coming out to August. I don't know what predate means. If that means it's Smokey and the Bandit on 4K, guys. Yeehaw! You can hear the word shit 50 times, especially in the second one. I need to listen to the Serverin podcast. Okay, $6. $6 shipping. So you just got like $2 difference. And I mean, I guess you could give it to MVD. But the only thing about, I would want the movie, I want it quicker than a week. So, but whatever. Now here, of course, the releases. Skin Deep, I probably get, but also I want to get that other one. I like the cover artwork with those stupid people. What one is this? Advent Children. I like this Final Fantasy film. It's a CG film. Advent Children. It's very epic. They released another one like King's Enclave or something like that. I tried to watch it, but it's super long. But that's just the side. Now, I know most people don't give a crap about those. I don't like Final Fantasy. I just like the look of it and everything. But man, I guess that would look really, really good on 4K. Galaga, or I like Galaga. Play the game, but I'm not a big fan of that one. And Clay Pigeons, which is okay, but it ain't nothing that special. Fire and Ice, which is that early 80s comic movie, which is they basically filmed people and then drew the cartoon over it or used those for reference. Dress to Kill for Talking Stock tomorrow. So check your YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to them, please. They deserve a lot more numbers. And also smash the like button. Smash it. Break it up. Track down. It's amazing they're releasing this Massacre video. But I guess it's on, Blu-ray? I got the DVD from Mondo Macabre back when they were doing the Bollywood collections. I need to watch it again, but the hard thing about the Bollywood movies are they're like at least 2 hours, but they include a lot of singing and dancing numbers. That's the hard part to swallow. If we could somehow edit those out, it would be a lot better. There's some decent, and their take on the horror stuff is pretty good. But, man, this one I've seen, which is kind of weird because Bessemol, which I believe means fuck you or something. But this has got like porn in it a little bit. I mean, these girls blow a couple guys, so yeah. It's kind of like a one of them was raped, sells her body, angry at the world. They go on a road trip if you had rape and revenge and Thelma and Louise mixed in and they were French, they would be this movie. I mean, that's cool and all. Well, John, Death Has Blue Eyes. That movie I got, Death Has Blue Eyes, that we don't like, or it's boring.
Oh, Cold Eyes of Fear.
Oh, that's Cold Eyes of Fear. Yeah.
Lord, that's bad.
Death Has Blue Eyes. That's the newer film, or the newer release that's coming out. I've watched part of it, but I mean, it doesn't. It first starts, these dudes are like kind of freeloading or charging shit to different rooms, and then they get caught up with the mom and daughter, I believe, who they were charging to, and they were just. But then at that point, I kind of checked out, either because I was too sleepy. But yeah, it looks interesting. I'll definitely want to look more into it and to see if that's something I would like. Some more AFG stuff. The Bean, which is I think I watched that once, and it was I don't know how to describe that. I guess I'm definitely getting some of these films. The new Code Red with Kino Lorber. I'm getting delirium photos of Gloria with her big boobs. Oh no, Sammy! Yeah, Grease. That I was debating if it was Grease or Turkey, and I can't. I get those two confused. So Howl at the Devil's coming out, but it ain't coming out till June, late June, or I guess it ain't too bad. I pre-ordered it, so it's like $30 now. But I hope to goodness it goes down to like $18, like most of those. And I've got like an old VHS rip of this, and it looks interesting, but he plays different characters, and it's kind of I'm not sure if it's an autobiographical. You know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah, autobiographical. And it looks like he directed it. It's one of his savage but heartfelt films. So I definitely want to check it out. And they got commentary from the Nachi cast, which another one I would recommend. I think those guys are from Tennessee, or one of them is for sure. So, and definitely, they got their own groove with Nachi movies and Nashi movies rather, and in some Spanish movies as well. So I'm definitely getting that. Where was I at? Hunting Ground, which is coming from Mondo Macabre as well. To myself, I saw it recently and I was not that impressed with it. It's kind of supposed to be like a home invasion with rape revenge, but there really isn't anything going on till near the end of the film. So I guess you'd call it a slow burner, but it's almost like a no burner for me. I wasn't impressed enough to purchase it. Don't know what the hell that is. Not stranger. I'm not straight westerns. I'm not really. I really want to get I was told that someone might get me the Ural Crypt of Christopher Lee, but that hasn't happened as of yet. And then some which is amazing for a Shout Factory film, isn't it? Oh, it's Warner Archives.
Those are made to order.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did.
The Euro Crypt of Christopher Lee. It's amazing. But anyway, Advent's Children, complete, baby. I might look at that one. I don't want to spend too much money on it. I bet it's $30. What do you think? Yep, $31. Not getting that for at least until there's some kind of sale or I get money from somebody. Cool World, The Tender Trap.
Stop begging for money.
No, I was talking about you or somebody, not anybody. Okay.
I'm being nice.
We could watch this for a while. Because it's Jennifer Connelly, young, riding on a horsey horse or hobby horse, whatever the fuck it is, in a white tank top.
She's giving the look like she'd like to be riding something else.
Well, I'll make room. This is a good one. I got this on VHS. I don't know when. Could you get her? Or?
I'm getting.
But I might get this, actually, even though it's from freaking Warner. But Drunken Master 2 is crazy. It's got lots of great stunts and stuff in it. But, yeah, you'd have to be, if you're not into that. Naked Ape, which I don't know. In the Line of Fire, which, that's it. Didn't know that was coming out on Blu-ray. Or 4K, rather. This one I'm looking into. I think I actually... Oh, yeah, I actually found this online somewhere. But it doesn't have... I had to go somewhere else for subtitles. It's got Annie Bell in it and some other attractive females. So I want to take a look at that. Gene Rowland directed it, so... I'm not really too, super jazzed about this, but I mean, it's cool, but I'm not... Dead and Buried on 4K, I just don't really... I guess I'm just not one. Yeah. The line starts way, way back. Then you got the multiple covers. Oh, yeah. That is one that... I think I might have that somewhere over here. I think I got it on a double feature, perhaps? I'm not sure. But, yeah, Tommy Lee Jones shows up in that one. It's kind of wild. He could have just showed up in been a corpsman guy or something for the rest of his career instead of going on to bigger roles. Vanilla Ice, man, cool as ice. I'm not proud to say I have the soundtrack on CD, and I listen to it a lot. But that's what it is. What it is, right? Those were confusing times. I'm not. This one about this set, I'm not really... First, I don't think I can afford it, so I'm not getting it, but, it does have some, like the Coates 38 Special Squad and stuff. It's an interesting film. I mean, it was on cable a lot back in the day, but, I'm not sure if it's that great of a film. Dead and Buried, but
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Dana says it is, so. But yeah, this Italian crime movie set. I mean, it's interesting, but you gotta wait a while for that. And Giallo, I guess Giallo in Venice. I thought that sold out, but anyway, $23, not bad. I was, I mean, I don't know. There was a decent print of this on YouTube. Of course, it's got, Peter Bark's mom is in it from Burial Ground.
Stephen
Yeah, I get confused. This is an interesting set. What is it, Jello? Oh, you got Blood and Black Lace, Bird with Crystal Plumage, and Watch Me When I Kill. All 3 movies. Ooh, look at that. Boom. Well, I don't even know it moves. But anyway, that's interesting. It is violent, but it seems long. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not getting it. I had one of another set of policey movies or whatever, and it's on DVD, so I was like, damn. But it's got like Caliber 9 or whatever the hell that was. I don't know why people are going crazy over that Andy Mulligan set. It's unbelievably. I would not get that. All American Murder. I need to pre-order that because that's a great, I don't know, like college movie or something. My first experience with this, as far as I can remember, was on the old Joe Bob's drive-in theater on the movie channel, and it was like, wow, this is pretty cool. And I never knew that it was. Some of these films I just assumed were just made for video, and but no, I mean, I don't know, but it's widescreen. It looks really good, so I'll probably order that relatively soon because I want to get a copy of it. Grave Secrets was horrible. I mean, trust me when I say that it seemed like a TV movie. It really doesn't. There's some supernatural stuff that happened, but it's not that much. And the majority of the more extreme stuff that happens, what it seems like a PG movie to me. Happens near the end, and it's just like this is not worth it. The Cellar, I'm probably gonna look into getting that because I want to see that. That's one of the films I've never seen of Kevin S. Tenney. And, of course, Summer Camp Girls. Look, they disappear. But their bikinis or something are still there. Well, yeah, the cover blows me away of Watch Me When I Kill because you think you get that guy with the glasses and stuff, the sunglasses. And it makes me think of another film. I can't remember. I think it was just called Madness or something, but it's not really a good version of it. And it definitely is a traditional kind of Argento feel movie. Let's do this more. Bad, Better. I like that girl's face and her ass sticking out there. Excuse me. Hitcher in the Dark I just rewatched, and it's just like what a crazy time it was when all the Italians were coming to Florida to make films. And you're trying to think of what the hell is the purpose of that film, other to show that Italians like to kill people, or somebody in a somebody an RV guy going around killing people. I don't understand the redemption. I mean, there was obviously revenge at the end, but it's got a 18 or 19-year-old Josie Bissett in it. She's nude in it a lot of the time. Wow, $60. The first one's way down on Amazon now, like $43 for the very first one. If it gets down to like $40, that second volume might be tempting, but I don't know. Again, I just don't know if it's worth it. Satan's Blood is a pretty cool one if you've never seen it. I think it's Spanish. And it's got like a little devil worshipping stuff in it. Yeah. But yeah, I liked it. Let me zoom. If anybody else got any questions or political statements of movie related stuff, you can let me know. Ooh. Yeah, AC, that's how come the AC goes out so much when it starts to get a little warm? Oh yeah, Nightmare Beach is not a great film. It entertains though, but yeah. That's one of those crazy films of in the Florida years. They're really strange. Even though they're filmed in the States, they got that Italian guy directing it, and it's always has a strange feel to it. Well, John Martin, as far as Last Gasp, I think if you have Tubi, I think it might be on there. So I don't know if you're one of those people who like to check out a film or just discover it, or just like get it and watch it. But I have the gist of it, and I'm just like, I don't know. And it also may be on. You can check it on the Rare Lust. We almost time for the Rare Lust checkout. Yeah. Well, Josie Bissett kind of, just because she's hot and so young, it kind of makes it feel better. Or, it's a better watch. Let's check out the Rare Lust. This is brought to you by Rare Lust. This podcast. Well, shit, they ain't fucking updated it yet. Well, fuck you, guy. I guess we ain't gonna get an update yet from Rare Lust. That sucks. And there's Kevin Tenney's announcement. You've never seen it. There's something from the Delirium. Photos of Gloria. With Love Butcher is another one. I mean, that one's the only tempting one, is the freaking Grindhouse video. Was it Grindhouse Video? I've never really bought anything from them, but I've seen other people buy. Audition is one I want to get on Blu-ray, but damn, the prices are crazy. I mean, on Aerosale, it's pretty reasonable, but the shipping is what kills it. The Last Starfighter, I heard that was a good version of it. I got the previous Blu-ray, but anyway. There's Saw 4K. I'm really not giving a shit about that. I mean, it's okay, but it's nothing I want to see. Love Butcher. Love Butcher. That's an interesting movie. And it's pretty kind of over the top crazy, but not in the Italian way. So and they got the Mommy Dearest 4K's coming out. Maybe you can get a coat hanger with it or something. The remaining, so April, I guess it's gone by now. This movie, I just kind of yeah, Alice, Sweet Alice. The Beyond Terror is a very strange movie. I was watching it with was it Kat Illinger's commentary, but it definitely looks a lot better than the previous version that was out there. And then I need to watch the rest of the Crimes of Black Cat. There is a Giallo Realm on YouTube, another recommendation, has a ton of these movies on it. And it did have a really, now I don't know if it was the newer HD version of it, but it had a decent scan of it. And I started watching it, but of course, same story. It was a little late, and my sleepiness overtook everything. Here's the Rene Cardona box set, Treasure of the Amazon. I watched that a week or two ago, and it was it's got Hugo Stiltz in it and Stuart Whitman, or was it Stuart Whitman? I don't know. And Donald Pleasance as a Nazi guy after gold or diamonds in the Amazon. And I don't even know. Cyclone I have not watched yet. I do have it, and I think I got the Triangle movie too, Bermuda Triangle. I don't know about those. Maybe I know they said something about releasing the expanding box set or something. Now this is a crazy film. And there's the man himself, Stuart Whitman. Basically, the Jonestown stuff, but it's of course exploitation. I mean, look at the people in here. You got Joseph Cotton, John Ireland, Yvain DiCarlo. It is. There's one point where they cut it out. I think in most copies. Day of the Animals, yeah, that would be a decent pickup. You get more animals instead of grizzly. You just got the grizzly. Now you got all the animals. But there's one scene that they cut out and where they have something that connected to this young guy's balls, and they electrocute him. I guess torturing him. It is a way exploitative movie. But I don't. But you just watch his film, and all the crazy shit that Stuart Whitman does is like Trump, and all the people following him with all the crazy stuff he does and says. But Banana Man got to interview Jim Jones. Don't care. Night Porter. I need to watch this. It's getting on 4K. And it's kind of the got some Nazi exploitation in it, but I'm sure it's more artsy fartsy than Dick Bogart, who's I guess he had been 100 years old. This may be one of his last films, I'm pretty sure. But man, what's her face look Carolyn Rampley looks really good in that. Lake Mundo's got a special release from Second Sight Films. I like that one. One of the fake documentary guy from Australia. It's really cool. More crystal plumage, more demons. I got a notification about a replacement disc, which I didn't notice much wrong with the movie, but the first one they said has an issue with the audio. This one is not one of the Black Emanuel movies. This one, it's got a great selling point that it's got Annie Bell and Laura Gimser in it. But beyond that, I actually have the freaking poster for this movie. I forgot what it's called. It's not called this. Emmanuel Black Velvet. What the hell is that about? Yeah, Annie Bell. Oh, it's Full Moon, obviously. But yeah, that's crazy. And they're getting a lot of Blu-ray releases of like a Black Emanuel movies. You got Black Emanuel in America and the original. Was it something Bangkok or something? So basically, they're saying only affects the first disc. It reverts to a separate track. I mean, that's good that they're doing it. I mean, but, I didn't notice anything. And then they're releasing, MVD's releasing another version of Sorority Row, which I have. Dana gave me another copy of hers, so I got like 2 copies on DVD and 1 on Blu-ray. Mortuary, Night Feeder, which I don't know nothing about. There we go. The Emmanuel and the White Slave Trade. Man, Full Moon. I don't know how good their Blu-rays are, but sometimes you just think, ooh, you can get a replica magnet. I hate Scott Pilgrim shit. Scared the hell out of me. No, you didn't.
You have scared the hell out of me.
The Hand.
Good movie.
The only movie on when they played on Monster Vision on TNT that they didn't cut out the word fuck.
Yeah, and it didn't matter how many times they said
yeah, they just didn't give a shit. They just never cut it out. They just left it in there, which is fine. Career opportunities. One of the Edge of the Axe. It's all region guys. Well, anyway. So, I guess I'll cut it off here, Bowles. Let me go back to this. Go to full cam, if you will. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, Steve's got pizza in here.
Uh-oh. You know it's time to go, but I got pizza waiting on me, so. Thanks for everybody watching. Peace out. Have a great rest of the weekend. The Mondo Cult screening's coming up in a couple weeks, so I'll let you know some more about it next weekend. Peace. See ya.
A special thank you goes out to our supporters on Patreon. The Patreon website has a complete archive of the Dead Pit Radio shows starting way back in 2005, in addition to all of the midweek shows archived, commentaries, all that good stuff. If you're interested, and we appreciate all the support, go to www.patreon.com/Into the Dead Pit. Tiers start as low as $1 per month.